Ye Nensoko TV, uboroso bw'umugusi.
Manchumo origeria karibu sana na inde sense mega Enkwana ya beno botuko bwarero chinsa ibere chia butokire chia bono botuko na Chicago kumanyanto chigo twara Enkwana yo kumurikira anemono aya aene kiwa sedi tukerigari 12 omutinyi oikome na kabere rikwane kiwa kero mwaka go chengero bosibore kurwa ense ya Kenya henyo robo sibore umwaka bwiriwe mochimi kianda 50 nomo nene higo omogeni onase studio tujigo sanganere achiko twerrenere akiachengirari tukeriga na boigo raria ya anyara ko bakago ikiranirwa bunere omokenya na boigo umurai bosorigetie ko bomurai na raria ya umurai bwense anyara ko bakago kwandrari aikirandire na boiga se chinsemo aho hankumurikira tore county ya Kisii ntwachika ko manjabuna emega yaba county ya Nyamira boigo neba ne omunyamira omugavana we county ya Nyamira umuske Amos Nyaribo taikiranitia se omoigo yo omo county ose omo DCC bwense meyo na anyara ko bagakora emirobiro na boigo yane kiwase chi sub county chinde ko karibu sana sanga na intugetera se mitandao ito yekerero Facebook na YouTube na boigo enamba ite simia screen yago na bogo toma riuko erinde unyara ko bakogo changia ase Enkwana hito ya karibu sana mheshimiwa ase studio.
Asante.
Na bogo mukwani mugusino mwancho murigaria erinde toso ase Enkwana hito obotko bwarero.
Sabantu bonsi bagusi abakenya bonsi na bakwani werembye mo. Onera Abincha Alphaxad manono Nyamira, and I want to say happy Jamhuri Day.
Karibu sana. Bono kerotoko kwandra ritukeriga ria Jamhuri korengana na ene birengerero byago ritukeri ngenjoki iriwate gochiase omwana inchi na ndemono buna abakenya.
It's a day to remember when we attained our self-independence. Nilitukuliyo kuinyora kera twanyora tobosibore gorwa so mosongo tukanyara wetenenera. So it's a good day. Wasaneri tuko intubuna abakenya tugwente ko proud kiana litwanyale tugwetenenera. So it's a day to remind us Zoria bosibore buri twanyora tugorwa sabo songo. Na wanyandranyora bosibore bweke baene lakini nene bosibore unalitwa banyora tere itkorea lero.
Twanyara ko batuko kwandra haya enegetigwe na ba nyatko bakubeke mirobiro kuene kyabuna nkonyora tore obosiboro boiga ayenga kiwachengira ritukeriga nandake abarai bari ba enegeti nkonyora tore obosiboro boiga ngakyoko banyora.
I'll start off by saying that I was just around, but I had a chance yoko igoma se William Ruto gakwanda abananchi na aligeria procession eyons nande na igurende no narengeja. I was just around town listening to the people and the best way to commemorate our heroes was the people fought for this nation is keeping the dream the hope eliba ringkura na Kenya elinda Kenya nyore the self independence kwa sababu etenera intitweka bunabanyene. We should be able to continue to work on that to ensure that their spirit was their dream keeps on going on each day. Yeah.
Tatoso ase oko morekera obosiboro biga 62 years korotwa kaetwe obosibore no omokolon wikira boniga umuraibu ensobereka okwana na baribande babere ba okwana ne bani no barayin komorekera mure egatie chinse nchiroro twa totebe twanyoranete andake tore bigori keroto konyoro posibole lakini chiroche chiagendra ile nchirare bado nduntogendra ta sensemo ya magendro korigo ko baikera nande keroko murekera in terms of development na bigo gwetendra wito this independence to celebrate na kiya very so important as story.
You see there is a quote by Ken Walbora hata sekitabu kia ngoro kuna kidagaa kimemwozea heri mkoloni mweupe kuliko mkoloni mweusi. Mkoloni mwaminitu. You see, when we attained our self-independence, the problem with the development, that is why we are not at bar to the third world because of the corruption. Honestly, I do believe, but the corruption and even Mr. President, integrity is the biggest challenge to what as a nation. Yeah. That is the biggest challenge to work.
Yes. Asa nchokero kwanda hegati chinse chiri cha geta stua cha kirite baro bachirare intubado ntotikariti kobaikera keroko Russia totebe corruption iga bantu bate birenero ya beire the council of development inki nanda ke kia derail our progress keroto kana to chengero bosiboro boiga.
Apart from corruption is about the leadership. I think we have a deficient of leaders. Ndugu atiba rai bali bako nyara come together wasogocha no ebirengererio biranyare go change Kenya. That is another deficit that we have. And also the systems that are running the nation. Even the education system itself. It is not recurrent with the current situations. There is no way I'm going to do an exam of remembering, yet I should do something in the say rituko innovation, not remembrance. So we should also change the tactics that we are applying as a nation. And also the innovation, the government lack of innovation support to the people, the young people, the creative nation. That is the other problem that we have as a nation. But to chengera as a nation, to support this creative sector, we shall go far. And also the energy sector, we should focus on that. Yeah.
Tikanda kuboria ebirengereri biago kero toko kwandro obosiboro mete obosiboro mbolinga kweri bagario gwetendra kweri bagario go tumeke ebirengeri biago kwegendria yo monyene kero kurigeria ense totebe ya Kenya ni chinse chine kuru asorongo Africa bagotambuka miles away bachi kobeka SAE on another country on issue egwa ba affect barabunka sobo. Do you think independence here to go celebrate is a hearsay asengencho anye to what independence then why should we kutambuka kuchikobeke se yamangana ito ense yaband?
You see, at the end of the day in Africans we are yet to attain our full independence. The what independence area correct and what independence. But we can't, Africa can't stand on itself. Why? Because we so might depend on the whites. Was it all dependent on us have a song. Like Africa is a unite. The problem in Africa is not about even the independence. It's the lack of unity to what now Africa. So it's a go charm as Africans and unite. Because we have all the resources that we need. If it's oil, near in West Africa. If it's the cash crops, go to Uganda. So we have enough food. If it's the gold, go to DRC. If it's about the cobalt, nini, ziko DRC. But the lack of unity is what leads. I saw the United States and Rwanda and DRC did sign a peace agreement. Why should we go to America to go sign peace agreement? Yet, needs to go to mechanda it. Mosongo chira babwata nina ati mtu are peace. Goroje na atu eshache komai. So at the end of the day, we are not independent. We have not attained the independence as Africans because ntobu ati unity. The unity nere yosariri aba Africa, but wara that kugendrereri. Lakini tuweza watu unity, and that is what the whites fear. But mind tuweza kwenye the unity as Africans. You see, some leaders like the Libya, Muammar Gaddafi, he had his downfalls, but look at what Gaddafi was going to bring to Africa. Gaddafi was talking about the unity of Africa. Gaddafi was talking about unification of one language to be used in Africa. Gaddafi was talking about Africa chamu to use one currency. You see, then that is what our song about target. Africa, if it unites, trust you me, Africa will be the best continent in the world. Africa means Kenya and you go to a unity. So apart from Africa uniting, it downs down to Kenya. Into Nava Kenya, are we united? No. So the unity is what we lack. If there is unity, then we can do things properly. If there is unity, we can call out corruption. But when we have dysfunctional unity, it means mtu akishikwa na corruption mnasema ni mtu wetu tumuachilie. So it means as a nation we are not going to finish this corruption. So until we unite, it means as Africans or as Kenyans, we have a long way to go. We are not coming out of the third world position to be the first world until we fight these problems that we have. Especially on the unification of Africa, or the unifications of of the nations in Africa, then we are going to be stuck where we are. Yes.
Umushimwa, do you think it's being responsible as leaders? Because abarai kuruasa Africa Kerabago Kwana, Tubate these unions that bring us together, the unity, you can name them, Tubate AU, Tukona ESC, Tubate Sada, Tukona Easy Zote, Kerabari Begaba Komerana, they always on mic, Bagotevanga, Opomo, Ebirobido, Bakwera. But when it comes to implementation, we lag behind, and especially now bono to konyora tubate interest cha external forces back influence our decisions. Where do you think bono downfall it? Because kerobara yaba tubate institutions jiga we should be having unity. Tubate institutions yaba yaba chamo we should be seeing what said kiko korekana.
That is nachaka as Africans we are the deficient of leaders. If leaders are tochorete as the unifying unity. You know, the presidency is one of the national symbols of unity. They will bring the unification of Africa. But because they are not censured to ensure that Africa will say as a continent we are coming together. Because they also gain from these transactions that are going on by our disunity. Now, I'm going to have transactional benefits, if I may say that. Unite again. It is going to be against their self-interests, selfish self-interests. But those are leaders that talk about the unification of Africa. Leaders who wanted the unification was a unit of Africa from heart. Then as a nation, now as a continent, we'll be in a better position. And that is why we should all celebrate independence of Jamhuri Day. Until then, I don't think we are in a position to be celebrated. Yes.
Tika tuko ndra sense mo yoborai because keromo songa ariko ganda ariko tutige roborai yoboiga abarai bari baso eta so oborai mbache tuko twaro bonje abande babo bakara segekeke bagatigera abarai bande abande bakanyarko baba gukora iri kurukunga transitional leadership kero kwanda abarai babo no Africa kera bande uno mo umurai wensi ya Cameroon 90 plus years kero kwanda bande bari ba kero kwanda bande bari ba kurusigwa ase birogo ne bikosi ebya abana jeshi. What do you think obosi borobega aba Africa banyorete is it ekaba na kero wasera se kero keri you should die on it? Do you think na kiagere tutaragendra korobo ene bobosi borobo tuanyorete?
I think on the likes of Paul and our neighbors here mojana tobwate is greed. You see, power is sweet, but you should know power also corrupts the mind. Power we get neutralized because at the end of the day, Paul for that seat over that years. You see, ideas that years ago could be good for Cameroon, but right now we have undergone so much transition. We should allow other leaders to come and change the vision or say what way back it might be different. So we should allow the transitional leadership. It's good because fresh ideas come in and then more of interest are currently they be catered for. But until then, with the selfish nature of the African leaders displayed by those in power for over 20-30 years, it means we are not in a position to grow Africa. But Enkwana na Libaga, which I think should now down say parliament yabo. They should you should not also be corrupted because I'll talk of our neighbors across here because I remember there was an age limit but baga change. You see, you are being also corrupted. But if we have functional units, go say executive arms and the legislature, these are functional and they are not corrupted, then these institutions will help the people. But if these institutions are being controlled by the executive, it means as Africa, we are still lagging behind. So it starts with the independence of a leader who are going to parliament and selfness of these leaders. Until then, then we are going to have such leaders even want to die on the seats. But that is not the right way to go.
Karochi ensi ya Kenya higo chengira ritu kirigario bosibore 62 years down the line. Tiatura kwandira sense mo ye katiba because ensi ya Kenya ya tuarira maonchori ye katiba ya paka the recent one ya 2010 you bagotebanga one of the most progressive in Africa. Chinse nchiroro chia within Africa chia nyarkoba chiko manipulate talk of Rwanda and asumo bago umuraya go change katiba to extend the term limits. We've had the same kego fununu chiweta sense ya Kenya. What do you think 62 years down the line ensi ya Kenya na chinse chi yetana ine asa maskani ase democracy ne katiba 62 years ngaitore?
I think we are somewhere. we are in a better place. At least Kenya is trying. That one I give credit to the Kenyans, whatever Kenya wants to out there. Kenya is trying, honestly. If we consider Kenya and the other countries in Africa, Kenya is really trying. Even South Africa is trying with the supremacy and also trying to democracy. It's a category where we started from, if I can take you back. We started with Mzee Kenyatta came, and then now we had the Mr. Moi, who finally gave in the 2002. Now we had a transitional kind of government, whereby you see 10 years, yeah, at least the maximum 2 terms. And then now came in Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta, 2 terms. And then now, hopefully, Mr. William, if he takes the 2nd term, I want to pray and believe, because the only speech I had, unity is the unity and peace is everything. So if he tries to bring the extension of the term, but I just dream and hope that he doesn't do that. That is a big message to be trying to bring to the nation. So, but I hope if that goes on, like Akore 2 terms chair, if he be elected come 2027, it means as Africa in terms of democracy, we are better, in a better place. Yes.
Ngoja tole tumureke keroto kanto kukwandra haya orwanguru Africa urugima ngoja tora sense ya Kenya kurende. On this obosiboro bega to chengera 62 years for Kenya ne chinse chinde na chiro chingo chengera chira seri tukori abo kero nemero beri yense abegendrete kero mo colony yigare ngorro na riare go impose ebintu in terms of the rules, the regulations and all that, but kero kwandra the independence chinse chanyo Kenya being one of them kero konyora abana inchi bako ba imposed on some rules, imposed on some regulations. Enzi ya Tanzania baka ni tukubara buri tukuri abo bachengere kuri nyumba abere nyumba. You can talk of Uganda, what is going there, abande mugokani gumo kora no echi campaign. Do you think obosiboro bega musonga chiete agatigera ba Africa baetendre boyo?
To some extent, narrow, the face card narrow, but in reality, democracy should be fought for in the modern world, which is very unfortunate. But we should keep on fighting for this democracy. Look at Tanzania. They seem to be electing leaders after 10 years. Of course, hawajai kataa. Kikwete alikuja akatoka. Oyonde Pombe Rende unfortunately passed on. Mongino Yochire, but bado roche no wale. So you see, it is seen to be democratic. But is it democratic? Ene riswali wento kwe wori. Entoroche democracy nero, but nero ororo. Ama ene mbalina teyo. Look at Uganda. Chukura chiako. Lakini kabobi unavaucha Museveni agoro kabobi wine. Chukura chiako. Lakini is it given even a good space to campaign? Muiso nengwaro chako kwa tunabaskari chianga chia chwendi. So as Africa, honestly, democracy is seen to be there, but it is not there. So unless we come up as the sons and daughters of Africa, we rise up, fight for this democracy to be there, not to be seen to be there. Democracy to be there. Until then, we should continue fighting. And I want to encourage all the brothers, Tanzania, Africa, to endeavor one robos for wait. Kera bado ntraba nyor.
Kero ko to kwanda gagwe inde to kura sense mero ngoro Africa. The common enemy olengo rochinga kichiri chinse chia Africa, Kenya being one of them, chitaranyo robos bore ari ngo mosongo.
Yes.
Kero mosonga agenda ekabanga bono aba Africa ba beire ba twa robos bore obutogo chengera. Bono ekabanga nko batore brothers and sisters.
Yes.
But kero ko kwandra 62 years later for Kenya na nechinse chinde, do you think into whether that sisterhood and brotherhood asengencho kero kurigense ya Rwanda na DRC they are fighting abuna nejijirani kero kuginga ense ya Kenya nere involved hasa manganaga ndate Sudan ngakigo ego chebi changa moiro bosibore over 5 decades muracha moinu mwanchaini. Do you think bosiboro botogo chengera it's necessary then?
Obosiboro togo chengera nere necessary. Why? We are celebrating independence korwa somo songo. na kitu muna gota itubwente na ntoru andre bosipole bwa kabere kuburu asobura yobobe obono boko displayed from our leaders. For instance, there is involvement of Kenya in Sudan, there is involvement of Kenya in DRC. You see, as Kenyans, honestly, don't do that. But the leadership is what does that kind of involvement. But when the leaders into our charity, so it's a reflection of us. But if we elect leaders to manyete, they are not corruptible. It means as a nation, we will be involved in a good way to support Africa. But until we don't down and elect or say choose leaders to manyete, they are not corruptible, they are not greedy, because the greediness is what leads to them having interest. Kera in Sudan, there is oil. In DRC, there are so many gold and all that. There are so many minerals. That is why the greed comes in. But if as Africans, we don't allow leaders, but what the greed will say, then it means as a nation we'll be doing something better. Yes.
Wanchu morigaria tokana tegotwara Enkwana rega yokuponekera ritukeriga riobo sibore yachengirwa se ense ya Kenya 62 years kurenzi ya Kenya nyorobo siboro mwaka 1964. Tikatocha bona se ense ya Kenya se Enkwana yomoraibu enserero na kwandra mange sana ase serikali ya yekirandire na kerense bono the mood bono ere 2027 elections muraibu ense na kwandra mange nkora ngitura kunera sector yobochenu ense ya Kenya bwangu igaya bekese yomurubiri bokonyora chibillion chitarinke korwa senseria ya USA kurende hekati ya barwandri bobwene wa mwanyabantu bagaikase kigambirari emirubiri kara teneni gwake tuganyite kumanyanki kegendete bosyo ngakura kwandrengane yiga muraibu ensata tenga obokonyo barota sense ya USA no gochikwanike una mario gongo tokare kiro mwana nchi nkonyorare obobwenya naboigo system ya sha nkonyarere koba igeko operationalized.
You see, we don't need more funds. All we need ekwende system eroro kwanza to ensure it's functional. Kera nkiora asangi obwate nyumba ekosoya match korunze ayota itokoligia mabati. You see, you are not helping. Egento tubwenda okoraga tiatore ensure shaye ngokolere gas. Is it effective? Ngokolere abantu kera bakona nyagitari ngobakonyere onye kubakonya, then we can move to the next step, your comment funding as a SHA. But until then, we are just doing nothing to the problem. We yet to what as our way back when Yakitali, but Mario some hospitals, go say SHA in the system is down. So until we work on the system first, then we can add more funding to this system. So, not to menda chivese, it's okay. Even though you began down by chivese. But we still have the problem that we haven't talked about. Until we solve this problem of SHA to be effective and efficient, then we are not going to be helped. Yes.
Bueno, tiga tonyar ko batokoska bosio to kwandra sengencho emero birune yiga wobda gwatebire ne bwato mochando obuborai. Ase ogochengera ritukeriga riobosibore asege tikeri Kenya stadium ntoroche ensemo yabarai bakageire ko babo kwamerera serikali asengencho omurai o kabeira ase ensemo yokora ensemo yokwamerera serikali mushimwa Raila Odinga nyasabe kenkora yasagiya na asirete kurinde bari barororo bari perceived under the opposition ntoroche no eno yomo ororo. What do you think kegendrete kero tutabwati opposition go come out ko beka leadership itebe buya mbatu walete pressure okubagikana kwangira korokananga we have two factions in opposition mbarorokanitiro you message kiye kogenda guchasa bana inchi karoto gochengero busibore
opposition not being at the Independence Day or say Jamhuri Day is not here nor there. The opposition should be out there to make noise, not even in the Independence Day. Now when Raila Odinga at his peak of being the opposition leader, he never showed up to those events. So for the division of the opposition, that is up to them now. But I hope that they are united, because a united opposition is way better than a dysfunctional opposition. So I hope whenever they are, they also part of they are the daughters and sons of Kenya. Nigeria, I want to hope they celebrated in their own way independence ya Kenya, also Independence Day, and I hope they remain united, because without a competition in anything that you do, competition yetayo. You see monopoly sometimes in Kenya power yote yatakora. So but when there is competition, it means tutakuwa na better services to the nation. So I hope they remain united. That's my prayer. But not showing up is not here nor there. But my prayer and that is going their way injengo sababu watu waragomo.
But do you think keroko okorigerie bicha buna yo murai okubagekana nkoro asengencho twabera tokotegera chinkwane chiabe gati yabo kerobari in public twabera tokobategera kerobara se emekutano. Do you think bari united mukutano no beto bwangoiga abande bagatuma apology cyo gutaikira ndakiri bakarokana ensemo yende nande babwato moigonde buno. Do you think obamamboro
again tokagetekera se opposition was say I hope that is what is going on in opposition, because I don't want them to be disunited. So my prayer na ilingo sababuna tikabatu aretu ebirengereri ebiyago ago lakini the minute nambali amo we can have different divergent views on the matter, but it doesn't mean that we are divided. So that is my prayer. But if they are divided, it's my prayer to you, my brothers, or say my sisters in the opposition, that you find a way yokuba united again. Yes.
Ase okorigia gochi gokorera tikabona toso ase abarai bunainu mubwate ganga yokoso asubura yobega gwakwanda about integrity, accountability na boy gokwane kebona omurai nkobare ngochare with idea and a sobriety mind. Inu buna abarai muri ganga yokoso asubura nanda ndimuna basaye. What do you think mogocha koreta kere new so that even as Kenyans kerba go celebrate it kobune rigari obosibore they feeling indeed we are free?
Even the ones to is fresh ideas. Tigange kwanere, for instance. Inche, I'm a relator. So it means I'm a manager, I'm a valuer, and also an agent. When given such a position, it means when you are a manager, no mwento ko manage event. So it means Bonyamatuta. I'm going to be the manager of Bonyamatuta ward. And also, in the larger perspective, I'm going to be the manager, or custodian, which is the overseer of Nyamira County. So I'll keep the governor in check, because that is the function of a manager, to ensure that things run effectively, the employees are catered for. That is my work as a manager. And then as an agent, I've been in a position to negotiate for my people. I want to bury Nyamira, we say, even the Nyamirians once have been in a position you can negotiate in Bunge. There are laws that are going to govern, that are going to make Nyamira a better village, was a better county, as an agent. And then, as a valuer, I'll be able to evaluate the progress in Nyamira County. The progress in Kenya. That is the work of valuer, to evaluate and come up with the value of an asset. So I've been in a position you can make a decision na Nyamira, are we progressing? So if we are not progressing, what will be done? So as a relator, I come with all that, and I will ensure that with coming with these divergent views and new ideas, I'll be putting my county as a position yengi was a better position ko Bwabunere. So when young people come in, we come with new links to the government. Kera, I know somebody who is a civil engineer, I know doctors. It means when Nyamira, health is devolved. Yeah. So whenever we shall be needing specialists, I know some friends. We can contact them. That is how we make these counties better places. If only the leaders were in these positions of governance were to take the leadership, run your own business. If you were to run the government like your own business, you are devoted to it, you are an employee. That forever they should never forget that we are employees of these people. If we take this mantle of leadership and be the employees of these people, it means we are going to work for them. At the end of the day, the winter through our card. Yeah. So until then, young leaders, we come on with the vision, better vision, I think, because with the progress in time and the divergent views that we interact with globally, which is now a village, we are able to interact with that. So we come in with the fresh ideas and better ideas for that case. Yes.
Asokoriya gochi gokorera as young leaders mogoso ase oborai and with the current political dispensation equalities around the political elite. What do you think should asengencho commercial out the current political strength or you guys coming in with fresh minds, also you should be coming in with strong energy as you wipe them out go ikirani more the ideas mubwate because honestly the current Kenyan political dispensation is coalescing around the political elite. Yeah.
So as we come in, we are coming with unity. That's one factor. Almost Kenya that can't be taken away from us. If we decide today something that we are going to support, like the lady in Nyeri, the one that was doing the world record. Yes. You see, when we come together, that is one thing. As young people, very lucky for us to get the unity. That is what we need. Unity is everything. And that is what we as the young people are very, 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 very lucky to have earned. Fortunately for us, we are not divided in terms of tribes, not divided in terms of ngesa kukuyokoru, not divided in terms of munu kiokonoga or yomunu kiakonoga. We are united as Kenyans na ndekina kiotobeka. Yes.
Memoro Mheshimiwa Alpha tigabona nkoe ribaga asugukorera Enkwana yago yo mweri gochiase amwanchu murigaria kerori tukeriga rigenda guika omweri gochengera obosibore napoigo what to expect gochiasa matukare bosio asengencho mbate banga emirobirigani gera chekwene kiwa naenda seketie kenyi by the way kira cheko igoro mwako ogocha ya Atalanta asa bangi baruko bodia kirukwira ile Odinga Stadium Enkwana yago yo mweri nererie eraba.
It's a good thing. I don't know if the committee will allow to celebrate Raila in that way, but if they accept, okay, I don't have any problem with that. To my people, Osawantubane, Koro Bonyamatuta, I want to take this chance, Mbatevi Omwako Isrekoera. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and maybe Happy New Year 2026. Na ande Mbatevi na Kenya Osobosborobo Tobuate. We want to thank our forefathers Baliba Turuandrete, Tuatembiamono, and Nanate very early on, Dranyora independence here to target. So let's continue fighting each day. Erinde Tonyorobo Spore we Kene, Oseboriwara Konya Kenya and Africa yon singing. And then to my opposition, Wasavan Tubaliba Kori Chukura Bonyamatuta MCA, I want to tell you, my brothers, bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Yes.
Thank you so much. A good way and a good point to just let it be. Manchumo rigaria ni Enkwana tuare yokumurikira obosibore bwense ya Kenya ntunde ye 50 no monebere ya ene kiwarituko ria rastwa kwanera manga yoga